The panic increased further when I began going through the pictures he was tagged in. It was a photo of Carter with my friend Mary, their lips locked together, bodies pressed. I placed a hand to my mouth, wanting to be sick. No, he wouldn't do that to me, right? Slamming the lid of my laptop down, I clambered to my feet. I hastily wiped the tears away and let out a huff of air. Don't make any assumptions before you know the facts, I told myself firmly, as I rushed to get ready for school. But as I made my way out, the realization dawned on me. Carter was supposed to be giving me a lift today. Grumbling under my breath, I began my trek to the school, hoping that I would make it in time. Eventually, I arrived at school, later than I thought I was going to be. I trudged down the hallway towards Mercedes' locker, who was smiling at something on her phone.
Oh, morning. Bit late. Hey, busy morning with Carter?
As soon as the words left her lips, she paused. Okay, so she obviously saw the photos too. Whose party was on last night?
Someone in the year below us.
Carter hooked up with Mary there? She refused to look at me and fiddled with her phone. Oh my God. My good friend and my boyfriend. On the night of my birthday. The night I had slept with Carter for the first time. How the hell could he do that to me? Without saying another word, I marched down the hall. When I saw him, I skidded to a halt, my heart jerking inside my chest. He was at his locker, leaning onto it heavily. His eyes were closed, his hair disheveled, and his collar tucked in. Big night?
What?
How could you? How could you do that to me? After 16 years of friendship, after last night!
Lacey.
He was so hungover I could still smell the stench of beer on his breath. This fact made me angrier, to the extent red was beginning to edge my vision. And with Mary, one of my closest friends. You could have gotten with anyone. Carter, anyone.
Seriously, things got out of hand, okay? I was only going there for a little while, but I had a few drinks and one thing led to another.
That is no excuse! My God! I can't believe what you have become. Give me a reason why you did it.
It just happened.
We're done.
What? Let's just talk about this.
And not just done from our relationship. Done from our friendship.
You can't be
serious? I am. I don't want this anymore. With that, I jerked myself away from him and ran down the hall, tears gushing fluently down my face. My heart had been ripped into two and ripped from my chest. I hate Carter Williams. Showering this morning sucked. My head hurt, and my face was still a blotchy and bruised mess from yesterday. Ugh. I still hadn't spoken to Mercedes since our argument, and Aiden was supposed to pick me up from school about 5 minutes ago. Crap! Sighing, I rose to my feet and slipped on my shoes. I wandered to the front door when Carter pushed me against the wall, his face inches from mine. Let me go, Carter.
Will you ever forgive me?
Yeah, over my dead body. With that, I walked out of the front door and to my house, trying to stop the tears from falling. I couldn't keep crying over Carter.
I hated the fact that I was always the one who had to apologize to Lacey. Lacey is a good person and can be a great friend, but we would be so much closer if Aiden hadn't come between us. And because of this, I know there would always be tension between us. I loved him. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to get back at her. Hurt her the way she hurt me. I was about to knock on Carter's door when it opened, and I came face to chest with Carter's chest.
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Right. Is Lacey home?
Nope. Her pet came and picked her up about 10 minutes ago. Just missed them.
My lips spread in a thin line at his word choice. Describing Aiden as a pet was not cool. Not when he was so much more than that.
But you're welcome to come in if you'd like. I could always use the company.
His eyes swept over me not so subtly, and I felt my heart rate quicken. Every girl wanted Carter Williams to notice her. I felt like I was beginning my 5 seconds of fame. You're asking me to come in?
Well, that's what it looks like. Unless you have something better to do, of course.
Carter placed his hand on my back, and I left a meter in the air. He chuckled softly in my ear, the sound making shivers run down my spine.
What's your name?
Mercedes. I wanted to see recognition or any sign that he knew me, but he remained blank.
Do you have to be at school early, Mercedes?
He nodded and smiled. Goosebumps erupted across my skin as my name left his lips. No, why's that? He smirked, and with that, he dropped his towel. Now Lacey would finally get a taste of her own medicine.